Hello everybody, Ryan here, and welcome back to the long drive. We are continuing where we left off last time, and I'm not sure if there's going to be a fast forward episode. I don't think so. I think we'll do an episode where we are just chatting about a random topic. I don't know what, I'll think of something. I don't know, I'm kind of thinking of mixing it up, do an episode of just blubbering. I don't know if you guys enjoy it, or then doing an episode of fast forward. I'm thinking of mixing it up like that until I get some maybe feedback what you guys prefer. I was thinking, maybe even though we don't have a lot of viewers and so, then have like some videos get like 60, I think, and some of them got like 20. So there's a few people, and if you are watching and you want to join the conversation, leave a comment, and whatever we discussed, let's talk about it. I enjoy talking to people and having like discussions, so let me know. If you do not think I should, since we're in this part of the game, just have fast forwarding to get to the end, let me know and we can do that as well. I really don't mind. It's all up to you guys. Anyway, another few things I have to actually mention, I should have started with that, is I am aware of a buzzing noise, especially if you listen with headphones and things. I'm aware there's this slight buzzing noise. I do know about it and I've been trying to fix it. I just haven't mentioned it. I don't know exactly what's causing it. It's not my microphone. It is a decent microphone. I just have some kind of interference on my system and I can't figure out what it is. I've tried everything. Hopefully I've sorted it out now, and I have done tests and I do think I got rid of it. But yeah, I'll only know after this episode truly, since the test didn't show anything. But the universe is a strange place and sometimes I do think it hates me. Alright, and then lastly, if I do sound a little bit weird and I struggle to say my words, it's only because I went to the dentist and they fixed some stuff in my mouth. So it's just difficult to speak a little bit of my words. Having to get used to some stuff now in my mouth and things. Anyway, that was the things I actually wanted to mention in the beginning. Right, so yeah, what topic shall we talk about? If you guys don't want this conversation episode, just let me know. I've mentioned it in the beginning, but just let me know. We're still finding the ground on this channel, you could say. Anyway, so topic. Alright, so let's start with, alright, what I do, since I've told the story where I struggled to find work, it's really difficult and things like that. So what I didn't mention is what I actually do for a living, even though it's not really a career, you don't really make a lot of money. But at least it's something, you shouldn't just sit around and not do anything. You have to try something at least. So what I did is, since I do 3D stuff, I started doing freelance 3D stuff for income. And I've been doing it a long time actually. Even when I was working, I did it part-time, just on the side, a side little thing. Since I've been doing 3D for, well, when I was like, I think I was like 12 years old when I started playing around with this stuff. Anyway, so I do this freelance and so on, and I get to do with a lot of people all over the world, mostly indie studios, independent developers. I work with designing 3D assets and things like that. Anyway, yeah, alright, let's do this one. So there's this, not everyone is like this, but sometimes you get these people from, and there's nothing wrong with it, I have a laugh about it. I'm not mad or anything. I literally just laugh about it. It's hilarious. So if you don't know, it's not bad. But there's people that have this general idea that when it comes to Africa, it's just like a giant place. It's not like countries or anything. And they have this general vision of Africa. It's a bunch of tribes and huts, and there's lions and elephants and stuff walking in the streets. That's literally what some people think. I'm not lying about this. There's people that actually think this. And I actually had this, last week I had one of these guys, so he contacted me. I think he was, maybe I shouldn't, he's from the USA, and he contacted me. He wanted some work, assets created and things like that. And sure, and we were talking what he wanted and everything, and he asked me about my accent and stuff like that. I said, no, I'm South Africa, and he's like completely confused. And he had this general idea of Africa was this wild place. He never knew what Africa actually was. So he couldn't believe me. But in the end of the day, we had a laugh about it, and I explained more, and he was absolutely fascinated by it. And we talked. I couldn't believe this guy was actually thinking these things. He had this amazingly wild fantasy about Africa, but he thought it was about like it was the wildest one yet, in fact. But yeah, so there's no lions and elephants walking in the streets, people. Just so you know. Yes, South Africa is pretty developed, and yeah, we have high crime rates, and there's a lot of political crap, but in general, South Africa is pretty developed. Alright, let's just stop here quickly and see what's in this house, since they can spawn cars here. Anyway, so we ended up having a talk with this guy. I enjoyed talking. I have this general thing. Method, or this way I am with people. I don't care if I don't know you. I will generally talk to you like you're an old friend. I don't see why people feel like they can't just be themselves and talk to people. To me, we all basically family on this planet. Doesn't matter who you are or anything. So if someone comes up to me or start talking to me, I talk to you like you've been my friend for ages. So I ended up having a lucky talk with this guy. We talked for a long time, he was so curious about everything. There's gas in that can, but we do actually have a few gas, that's not necessary. Let's get going. I had a lucky talk about South Africa, and he was really interested in it, and so on. That was quite interesting, and let me know if you guys, what your guys' vision is. I know a lot of people don't think that. A lot of people know what Africa is like and everything. Mostly inside Africa, like deep, middle Africa, and there's a lot of places that's not very developed and is dangerous and things like that. But South Africa and a lot of other ones are pretty developed and so on. I haven't been to a lot of African countries, but I've been to some. I've never been to Europe or America or anything. I would like to go to Europe, that's where my ancestors came from, and my family tree is very interesting. It's all over the place. It's from South Africa to Dutch and Germany and Austria, all the way to Normandy and Ireland, and it's all over the place. And since my surname, we had this person that investigated our family tree. And even though it gets very vague as further you go down, but there is evidence our great ancestors were Vikings and stuff like that. It's quite interesting. I can't even remember where's this paper. It's so long time ago, but it's quite interesting, So yeah, maybe I have a little Viking blood in me. But yeah, anyway, so that is one story. What else? Alright, so since we're on kind of wildlife talk, this is one story, right? So I have this friend that have a farm. It's only a livestock farm, cattle, sheep, boerbokke, and chickens, and all kinds of stuff like that. Anyway, right next to this farm is a lion farm. Basically, not a lion farm. It's a what's the word? Rehabilitation center, you could say, or lions that was in need or some kind of situation, and they have to take them into this camp and stuff like that. And so they are technically wild animals, but normally they stay there for a very long time. So what happened is some guys came and they actually stole the fencing of this farm. Yeah, a really stupid idea. I don't know why people would do that. So this lions got out. There was 3 male lions that got out. Big adult lions. These things are big and scary looking. I don't know if you've ever seen a lion in person. Those things are bad. They are big, but absolutely beautiful. Anyway, so these 3 lions escaped. Luckily, within a few hours they captured 2 of them, but one lion, one sneaky bugger got away. I don't know, they couldn't track it. It just disappeared. They have no idea where this lion was. And they didn't even let the public notify. They didn't even notify the public. No one knew about this. Only some people around there. Now, I do grant them it is a very isolated area. It's a few farms, and yeah, there's not a lot of people. So they only let those people, some people know that was close by. But yeah, anyway, so this one lion was gone. 2 weeks, they haven't found it. So my friend was actually walking on the farm around, and you have to get a general idea of what the place looks like. It's this long blonde grass, and trees. It's real safari, Anyway, he was just taking a normal walk down to the river, want to go fishing, or he was actually coming back. Sorry, he was actually coming back from it, and he started having this general feeling of he's being watched. Now, when you get used to these things, you become pretty aware of the bush, and especially if you have experience in it, we've done tracking and everything, and so you get a general feeling when you are being watched and what you should be looking out for. So you get this feeling, and this unknowing feeling that something is not right. So he started looking around him, trying really hard to see if anything is there, and in the back of his mind there is this lion thought, That's really not a thought you want, especially if a wild lion is loose on your farm. And he started looking around, and then he's finally spot there's 2 eyes in the grass looking at him. And I don't know if you ever watch a lion's eyes. They are beautiful, but when you're in a situation where this thing wants to eat you, they're not as beautiful, they're terrifying. So he spots these 2 eyes, and this thing is just looking at him. Oh, don't lose control. This thing is just looking at him, right? Now, one thing you shouldn't just run, Then he's gonna start chasing. And so he's looking around. Luckily, there's a tree not far from him. And the lion is maybe about 10 meters or 5 meters away from him. Not too far, not too close, And he thinks he can jump, he can make it to a tree. And he did. He booked it, he turned around and he booked it immediately to this tree. Got up and he called the guys from the... Oh, there's a car actually there. We should have stopped, sorry. I'm not focusing today. Stand around so the lights are on. Anyway, so he calls the people from a lion. He says, listen, I think I found your lion. It's right underneath my tree looking at me. And strangely enough, in those 2 weeks, no animals went missing or anything. So I do take it, he probably did capture something. What time is it? Could we sleep? If we're going to sleep now, it's going to cut into the day. We can use the light, I guess. Anyway, so it probably did catch something to eat, but ooh, this is not a good car. Oh, I just say bugger us. So, but the general idea is the lion was probably hungry. Since the cattle and everything is pretty well fenced off, so there was probably just some foxes or some stuff you could capture. Not a lot. Anyway, they get there, they capture a lion, and it turns out when they look at the tracks and everything like that, the lion was pretty close to the house sometimes, like literally less than 100 meters from the house sometimes at night in those 2 weeks. The lion ended up making like a home on the farm around the house, and the furthest it went was about 500 meters. I think, the conversion in miles, what 1 mile is what, and I have to remember this now, it's 1.6 no 1.6 kilometers, no 1 mile is 1.6 miles is 1 kilometer. Oh man, I can't remember the conversion, do apologize for that. But it turns out it was like 500 meters from the house most of the time, sometimes as close as a few meters, and it was a really scary thought, thinking that people walked around on the farm and everything, and there was this lion right there between them and nobody noticed. So that's a scary thought to think. Another one, let's think of another one like that. Alright, so I don't know if anyone, yeah, I'm bubbling. Do excuse me, I'm feeling good. I don't have any more pain in my mouth, so I'm a real blubber mouth today. I do apologize for that. But yeah, alright, so I don't know if anyone ever seen a hyena up close. No, they are terrifying creature. They are absolutely, ooh, they give you the shivers if you're ever close to one. Anyway, so we went to this, we had this private place we went to. It wasn't ours, but someone we knew. Wild reserve, where hyenas and wildlife, elephants, you name it, hippos, everything was. And so we were in camp. Now, one thing about this place, and that's why it's not open to the public, it is dangerous. You know, you have a very tiny fence between you and the wildlife. It's not like the Kruger National Park in South Africa that's kind of safe. But yeah, so you had this like tiny little fence. And we were just sitting around a fire. Oh, why am I so... Don't hit something, please. Sorry, I'm really off concentration today. Anyway, so we were sitting at a fire having a braai. Now, a braai is like a barbecue, right? We're having a lekker braai and just chatting and everything. And it's pitch dark, you can't see a thing. Since the fire started going down, it's mostly coals, you know, charcoal, coal, you know, just not a lot of light. And we don't mind, it's lekker dark under the stars and everything like that. And we hear this noise right behind my brother. My brother was sitting with his back to the fence, like maybe 10 centimeters from the fence. And we hear this noise and suddenly we take the flashlight, most casually and just silent. Right when we shine it, this hyena's face was right, like pressed against this fence, right next to my brother's neck. It's like there was probably like 10 centimeters from his neck to the hyena's mouth. Now I couldn't get to it, the fence was stopping him, but this hyena was like drooling. He wanted my brother so badly. He was just looking at him like, you wanted this meal. Now I can't describe the fear you feel when that thing is so close to you. And yeah, my brother nearly crapped himself. I've never seen him got up that fast. Anyway, that is also one interesting story. Yeah, there's a lot of things that that's really interesting once you go into these places and wildlife. And if you're ever in South Africa, you know, go to the Kruger National Park. It's really nice, but it can get boring since you have to drive a long times and things like that. You see the animals sometimes. There is more private reserves where you can more closely see the animals that are more. There's one place, I can't remember the name, in Cape Town, a little bit out of Cape Town. That's absolutely amazing place to go if you want to see wildlife. What is that place's name again? I can't remember. Maybe I'll put it in the comments, in the description or something, if I remember. There's also nice places in Limpopo, closer to Palabora, where Kruger National Park is basically, but more to Gravelot side. Yeah, there's a lot of places you can go where you can have absolutely amazing experiences when it comes to wildlife. Yeah, alright. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the time and I actually realized I've been mumbling like a absolute moron for almost 20 minutes. So you should almost end the episode. I do apologize if you do not like this kind of episodes, and if you don't, you know, just let me know in the comments and we can just do the fast forwarding. With that sound issue, I've actually realized is how different my voice sounds once I've done all the editing, because I have to do a high pass and again all kinds of noise gate and things like that, so it alters my voice so much in the recording. What you hear in the recording isn't actually what my voice sounds like. It's actually cloud stress. I actually do have a deeper voice than that, but yeah, unfortunately due to editing things change. Alright, so it's basically 20 minutes now. Wow, I'm really talking today. I haven't even drank. I don't really drink actually. I used to drink a lot, I'll admit that. I did drink a lot when I was younger. Maybe too much. You know, we all were stupid when we were young. But yeah, now I don't mind drinking. You know, I do enjoy a lekker brandewijn sometimes. But it's not like I can go months without drinking. It doesn't bother me. It's only when, some people offer me, or rarely I get a feeling, I want some Branaway. I was really hoping we could find a place where we could stop and then end the episode. Yeah, alright. Oh, don't do that wrong. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna end the episode here, so let's slow down. So yeah, next episode will probably be another fast forward. I never turned on my lights. Probably another fast forward episodes. If you guys want more of these episodes, let me know. So guys, thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope the noises issue is fixed, and I hope you all have an absolutely amazing great day. Goodbye.